Hi kids, how are you today? This week we are learning about castles and knights. Come and have a look. The castles were built in the Middle Ages, that is to say the period of time between ancient and modern times. They were built in Europe. Over 12,000 castles were built at that time. The castles were built for protection of the Lord and his land. The first castles were made of wood. This means that it was easy to build, but it was poor protection. It offered poor protection for the Lord. So the castles were built with stone. Look, stone. These castles made of stone offered good protection, but they were difficult to build, as you can imagine. They had to dig the stones by hand, and they had to be carried on wagons or by boat. Now, look at the knights. The knights had a squire, that is to say, an assistant. For battle, they needed a helmet. Look at the picture. This is the helmet of the knight. They also needed weapons to fight. Look at the picture of his weapon. For protection in battle, they needed a shield. The shield was usually decorated, and they used lions, eagles, or dragons to decorate the shields. These were very common images. You can have others as well, but these were very common. A knight for battle also needed 3 horses. You know that at that time the horses were really very expensive. They needed 3 horses, 1 big and strong horse for battle to fight, another horse to move slowly from one place to another, and another horse to carry the equipment, all the things he needed. Now we are going to look at the castles from the outside and the inside. Look. This is the structure of the castle. As you can see, a castle has got towers, watchtowers. It has got an outer door for protection. It has got a moat. The castle is surrounded by water, okay, as a sign of protection. Nobody can enter the castle if it is surrounded by water. So you need this kind of door, the drawbridge, to get into the castle. Look, they are usually built high. So you have here the outer walls and you have the watchtowers. The windows in the castles are very small and tiny because you need the windows to be small for protection. Come and have a look at this picture. You have the entrance with the towers and this door. Look at the picture I have. I was very lucky to visit some of the castles in England. Look at the different doors you have at the entrance. And look at the stones they used to build this castle. There you have another picture of the door with the drawbridge that they used, and they lifted and they lowered it. You also have in the towers, in the watchtowers, this typical shape, okay? We call this space the crenel, and this part of the tower, the merlon. And the sentries, as you can see, are the knights that they use to fight. You see? The arrow and the bow. Look, this is a picture I took of the castle of Warwick in England, and this is the view that you can get from the crenel. Look at the view that you get. Remember that the castles are usually built very, very high, so you get a lovely view. Look. Look, here I have more pictures. This is a lady that I found in the castle, and she taught people that visited the castle the typical way ladies wore at the time, the dresses they wore, and how they had to put their hands. Look at the way she is holding her two hands like a lady. I have another picture of the tower, the watchtower. Can you see the size of the windows? They are really very small and long because they use this for protection. If you have an open window, anybody can get in and can see through the window. But in this case, the windows are really, really tiny. Another view from the castle. And this is the castle from the outside. This is Warwick Castle. It is lovely. I will share some of the pictures with you. So now we are going to look at the castle from the inside. Look. Remember we said that the knights needed an armor and a shield. Look, you have different armors that knights wore at that time, with the weapons and the protection on the head, the helmet. Look at this old shield with the decoration. Another picture I have for you. Look. Look at this bedroom. Look at the size of the bed. It is not very big, but look at all the decoration, all the ornaments on the wall, on the ceiling, on the floor. Look at the carpet. Look at the decoration. It's all red. This is the Queen Anne bedroom. Let's continue. I have to share something else with you. I have many pictures. Look at this hall, all covered with armors and shields. And look at the weapons. It's amazing. Another picture I have here. Let's see, I mark it with this so I don't forget. Look, all the castles are surrounded by beautiful gardens. Look at the shape of this garden. The castle is over here, and you have houses outside of the castle, and you have the gardens. More pictures of the gardens. Look. Lovely, a peacock. How nice. Another castle that we can look into is Dover Castle. Look at the pictures I took. You can see the stones on this castle. Look, and in this picture you can see the moat. This in the past was covered with water for protection. Of course now it is dry, but you can see the moat. Look, in this castle you have the entrance. This is the moat. You have the entrance. You have, look at the size of the windows. They are very small. You don't have many windows, just a few. Look. Another picture. Look. There you can see the moat and look at the bridge. You needed that bridge to get into the castle. If they were threatened, they lifted the bridge and you had the water all around so nobody could get in. I have a picture of a knight there and the shield. Look. And last but not least, Windsor Castle. Look. Lovely view. This is the whole castle. I am going to share with you. Look, another armor with the weapons and the shields hanging on the wall. Even the horses they used. You see the horses they used for battle? And look at this dining room. Look at the size of the table. It's huge. Amazing. Now we are having fun. We are going to create our own shield, our helmet, and our own castle. For this, you're going to need colored pieces of paper, cardboard, different kinds of containers that you can use, trays, milk bottles, and colors, a pair of scissors, tape, glue. Come over here. Let's start with our shield. Look at the shield I am creating. You get cardboard, you cut it in the shape of a shield, and then you start decorating it. You stick different colors. I decorated my shield with leaves, and look, I made a weapon. I am going to stick the weapon on this side. Remember that you can also draw an eagle. That was very common at that time, or a lion, or anything that you like. Look, I am going to place my weapon on my shield, and my shield is ready. Now, something else that we can build is this, the helmet. Hello! So, to build this helmet, you need cardboard and colored pieces of paper. You do it in this way. You get a rectangular piece of cardboard, you fold it like this in threes. There you have the shape. And then to make the front part, you will need a colored piece of paper. You're going to fold it in this way many times. And then you're going to cut only on one side. Look. When you open it, you have the front part. So you're going to stick it with tape. You stick it like this with tape. And on the other side as well. You're going to do this with more time, okay? So, you stick it. And then, with another piece of cardboard, you're going to cut and do the upper part. And for this decoration, you get a colored piece of paper, you cut it in this way, you fold it like this, then you make a hole and you stick it on top, and there's your helmet. And now to build your castle, look. have my castle here. Look how nice. I made the towers. I made this shape for the walls. I also prepared windows. Look, the windows are really, really small because in a castle you need to have small windows. You can stick it there. Look, I prepared the door for my castle. This is the door. I am going to stick it at the front, like this. I surrounded my castle with water, so I had to build this drawbridge with ice cream sticks. So look, you can lift it, and if I place it there, I cut this wall a bit, so I can lift it and lower it as I wish. You see? I also decorated my castle with markers. Look, I drew some plants, some flowers, okay? And finally, but not least, last but not least, I have my flag. I am going to place my flag here next to this tower, okay? To build the walls, you get cardboard and you cut this shape and then you stick it with glue like this, and then with tape you're going to stick the towers like this. You stick the towers and then you lift it and you start building the 4 sides of the castle. Look, this is the final product. The shield, the castle, and the helmet with the decoration. So at home, you can choose one of them and you can create your own. Bye-bye.